Hey everybody, we are here today with Drew Horwath, a crusher, climber, staff, and huge member of the community here at Terra Firma. I'd love to ask you some questions, Drew. When did you start climbing?
I started climbing about a year and a half ago. I was at Higher Ground in Grand Rapids. Love climbing there. It's an amazing gym. If you ever are around, check it out. And then Terra Firma opened, started climbing here. And yeah, the first time climbing was awesome. I mean, obviously I'm still here, so I was hooked immediately. Really had a hard time understanding how to climb efficiently. I was very frustrated, but I was still having a great time. I always wanted to progress too. That was another thing. I was very motivated on progressing. But there's a lot of things that go into progressing and just getting better at climbing. And you got to really condition your hands. Like, my fingers were just raw. I had flappers everywhere. So basically my skin was torn off of my hand and the flesh was exposed under it. So pretty gross stuff, but that's something you deal with when you first start climbing. So yeah, it just takes some practice. It just takes time to build up those calluses.
Drew, you progressed really quickly in your year and a half of climbing. Are there anything that you've done or that you'd recommend to improve at the speed you have?
Yep, I would just say climb as much as you possibly can. That's really all you can do when you're a beginner. Just focus on your technique, really focus on your feet, your footwork, and climbing as efficiently as possible. But there's a lot of other supplemental exercises that you can do. You can do stuff like pull-ups, it's just very obvious. That'll just help a lot with your just pulling ability on the wall. But there's a lot of other exercises that are good for maintenance, like stuff like like the rice bucket is really good. Bench press, push-ups, shoulder press. There's just so much you can do. Just a lot of rotator cuff exercises. Like, I know for me, since I really put on a lot of these climbing specific muscles quickly, I was kind of overbuilt in some ways. So you kind of get that hunchback, still kind of get that a little bit sometimes. So you really got to work the antagonist muscles, which are the muscles that are opposite, that you don't use when you're climbing. So yeah, just keep with the push-ups, do a lot of wrist exercises too. It really helps. But that's more, you can kind of worry about that as you get better, as you progress. But still keep that in your back of your mind, because it'll something that'll sneak up on you and you'll be like, whoa, I haven't done enough of this. I can feel, my forearms are in pain, or I have tendinosis in my arms, elbows, So stuff like that. But just keep on climbing, honestly. Just keep on getting in the gym at least, 3 days a week, I would say, because consistency is key for sure.
Absolutely, yeah. Awesome. Drew, you went to Stone Fort recently. How was that?
Yeah, dude, it was amazing, man. That was my second time bouldering outside, legitimately on a bouldering trip. Yeah, it's just so beautiful down there. We went down there last week, very crisp conditions, 40 degrees. Couldn't ask for better temps. And went with a couple great guys. So yeah, we just brought our crash pads out there, and the stone out there is just so good. It's just all these pebbly, sandstone. I mean, it's a dream, honestly. And there's so many classics out there too. There's lots of easy V1s that were amazing, and then there's stuff like V7s that are just insanely hard, sandbagged, which means that they're really hard. The grade should not be that low, it should be a higher grade, but that's just, it's all subjective. But yeah, it was a great time. I would definitely go back. Got a lot of stuff I got to get revenge on, so yeah, I'll be back.
Drew and I are hoping to go down in March, so
yeah.
You'll have to revisit us then to see us crushing some stuff outside.
We'll get some footy, don't worry.
Oh yeah, we'll some good footy. Brilliant. Are there any pro tips you have for the climbers out there, Drew?
Yeah, pro tips. Like I said, just keep on climbing. But also, if you want to, look at someone's technique, I'd say, my favorite climbers, Daniel Woods, Paul Robinson, Jimmy Webb. I also love the girls too. I mean, Nina Williams, Shenanigans is her Instagram. She's pretty awesome. Alex Puccio, Shima Shirashi, those are all great girls. And, you got to watch their technique and really see how they climb. And, they have a lot of great pro tips as well that they just spout out, for free. So, you know, I would check that out. But there's also good training plans too. I didn't even think about that. I just bought a training plan pretty recently. It was off Power Company Climbing. It's a free plug. Check that out because they have some good beginner stuff too. And they also have good stuff for like getting to like V8, you know, those V5 to V8 climbers. It's really good. There's a lot of good supplemental exercises in there along with climbing specific exercises.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, let's get out of the gym and see Drew crush something.
All right, everyone, we're here with Drew with one of his favorite problems, which is this super cool dynamic orange 6-7. Drew, why do you like this problem?
I like because it's dynamic mostly. I like climbing dynamic stuff. But it's got a really cool movement to it. It's got a cool jug that you just swing out to. And then the rest is like super fun and chill to the top. It's just a cool little problem.
Cool. All right.
Chalk up real quick.
And you know he's going to send it.
Nice, dude.
Sweet.
All right, well, thanks for climbing with us, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Jaybird TV. And
Train hard, climb harder.